Hey guys, what's up? It's Paco and thank you very much for visiting my channel. If you're here for the first time, I am a musician, I am a vlogger, I have a website, I'll put it in the description below. What I do is I actually share my life insights to anybody who is willing to listen at this point, or to anybody who might need it. You perhaps. I'm also a father of 5 kids, and I'm a husband to my wife. There you go, that's who I am. So I guess what led you to this vlog is the title, which is what we're talking about, having a heart of gratitude, an attitude of gratitude. And it might be for you, it might be for someone you know, but it's a tricky subject because we think we have it, but at the same time, we haven't really assessed the fact that maybe what we do have is a sense of entitlement, and it is when we get what we want that we say thank you to. Those are two different things. Having a heart of gratitude means there's that positivity in your life. You have that unexplainable joy, not happiness, joy, and there is contentment in your life. And you also feel that you have abundance because everything is in you. On the other hand, the absence of having an attitude of gratitude can lead to depression and anxiety. And sometimes you're wondering why you're stressed. It's because you're hoping or even expecting for things that aren't there, ignoring the things that are. And this causes to your negativity and all that. So how do we cultivate an attitude of gratitude? Because that's why we're here, right? That's why you're listening to me right now. As simple as it is, it has to start here. It has to start from your heart. It has to be something you are willing to acquire. Now, mine did not come to me until I was 30 years old. Before that, I thought I had it, but I was a selfish bastard, I guess. You could say that. I was a spoiled child. I was the eldest of 6 kids, and I was always grateful for the things I got, but I would always throw a fit if I didn't get what I wanted. And I guess I had a sense of entitlement, not gratitude. So now, in order for us to be able to cultivate an attitude of gratitude, this attitude of entitlement, that has to die. That has to go. And the one thing that we have to do first is to acknowledge that we probably have an attitude of entitlement. You'll know if you think you are entitled to everything that is around you, then you already have that attitude. You're like, huh? Am I not supposed to? Well, if you're a minor, and this is what I tell my children, all my children, one 22-year-old, 2 10-year-olds, one 6-year-old, and one 3-year-old as of this video. Among the 5 of them, the first one, he is entitled to my unconditional love. That's all. That's all my 22-year-old son is going to be entitled to from me. My unconditional love. You're like, Paco, but what about food, shelter, clothing? Guys, he's 22. He can't come up to me and say, Dad, I need money for clothes. He can't do that. He cannot throw a fit if he says, what? There's no food in the fridge. I'm hungry. I have nothing to eat. He can't do that. He can't even say, why don't I have my own room in the house? You're 22. You should have your own place by now. So, my 22-year-old son is entitled to my unconditional love for the rest of his life. The 4 minor kids that I have, they are entitled to food, to shelter, to my unconditional love, and my time. Because they're minors. My wife is entitled to my everything. She's my wife. She's like, we're conjoined in the hip, right? So she's entitled to my everything. So that's that. Now let's get it out of the way. Everything around me, the car I drive, the house I live in, I'm not entitled to that. My boss giving me an opportunity, I am not entitled to that. It's a privilege. I'm in a band, and my band has been very successful thanks to our fans. I am not entitled to our fans appreciating our music. It's a privilege. So now that that's out of the way, it's easy to understand how to develop that attitude of gratitude. And the reality is, if you want to start, you have to start by writing it down. From your head, put it on paper. Now you can see it. And you might wonder, what am I writing? Write everything from this morning. Thank God I woke up. Thank you, I woke up. Regardless of where you woke up, you woke up. You could have been dead today, but you woke up. The food that you eat, whatever it is, write it down. Write down everything you can be thankful for. You're driving a car, be thankful for that. You're in a public utility vehicle, be thankful that you have money to actually afford that. You're walking to work, thank God you have limbs to actually walk to work. Thank God you even have a job, if you're getting what I'm saying. There are a lot of things to be thankful for, and you have to start there. And then look at the people around you, your friends, your co-workers, everybody who actually believes in you. Be thankful. Write their names down. Now, these people whom you're thankful for, if you know their cell phone numbers or if you see them, why don't you say thank you to them? But don't just say, hey, thanks. Be specific. Thank you for what? A friend of mine texted me this morning and actually said, bro, thank you for being in my life. Without you in my life, I don't know what would have happened to my career. To me, that means a lot. See, me, I'm just passionate about helping people when I can. I mean, it was no biggie. It was exciting to see him develop his own music. And whatever knowledge I have, I contributed, and he's grateful, and in return, I'm inspired. Which is why I'm writing. Actually, I'm not writing. I'm shooting this video. So there's that. Find the time to actually text these people whom you are grateful to have in your life and tell them why you're grateful. If you're married, instead of being pissed off at your husband or wife, find 5 things that you're grateful for. She cooks for you, right? He picks you up at work, right? He provides for you. She's loyal to you, faithful to you. I mean, a lot of things to be grateful for. She takes care of the kids. He picks up the kids from school. I mean, instead of finding what's not there or expecting what's not going to happen, why don't you embrace what's already there, right? But it's hard, you might say. Okay, hard compared to what? To losing it? I have friends, their mom and dad are in their late 70s. Their mom and dad are in the Philippines. My friend is in the States. He can go home to the Philippines anytime he wants to. He could. He's not. Maybe his wife doesn't want him to go to the Philippines, but I don't know. I mean, I don't have a mom. I don't have a dad. If I could turn back time, I would want them to be here, but I digress. But this friend of mine has the opportunity to actually spend time with his mom and dad, but he's not. And then you wonder, where's the gratefulness there? But you know what, if you see this friend of mine, he is stressed to his well, not to his neck. I mean, he's sinking in stress to the point that he's kind of having a hard time hearing already. But it's stress. It's that attitude of gratitude that's missing in his life, and that sucks. So, what can we do to develop an attitude of gratitude? Get a journal, write down every day what you're thankful for. Next, verbalize. It's not enough to just write it down. Take the next step and actually approach that person, if it's about another person, and say thank you. Send that person a text message, an email, call that person up, have coffee with that person. If it's your spouse, give that person a hug. If it's your kids, let them know. Let them know. Don't assume. The assumption, that's part of the entitlement mentality. When you feel entitled, you assume you're gonna get it, or you're gonna assume they'll understand. No. Having an attitude of gratitude is all about service, all about you being of service. So there's that. Okay. Number 3, take the extra mile. Serve. When you have an attitude of gratitude, service becomes innate. You want to be of service. You want to give back. So be that. Do that. Number 4, pray. I believe in the God of the Bible, so every morning I pray. I give thanks to God. You don't believe in God? Meditate. Just meditate. Get inside your head and pick everything that actually will let you become grateful for who you are. And number 5, probably the most important one, cultivate joy in your heart by doing the 4 things all over again. Every day, write it down. Number 2, reach out, communicate, and say thank you to these people. Number 3, serve. Give yourself. Number 4, pray, meditate. And number 5, repeat until you cultivate a sense of joy in your life. Joy is not happiness. I say this to my 22-year-old son all the time. Happiness and joy are 2 different things. Remember that meme, if it makes you happy, do it? False. You can be sad and still be joyful, because joyful is here. So that's that. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm pretty sure that there are more out there, but this is all I can share to you guys for now. If you like what you just heard, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Please do subscribe to my channel. Ring that bell. You can ring that bell. Oh yeah, whatever. Ring that bell, and I'll see you on the next vlog. Again, this is Paco and Paco. Thank you.